Hi guys, my name is Vuvu and this is Vuvu Vena Reads. And if you are new on here, welcome, an extra warm welcome. And if you are a returnee, an extra warm welcome. Thank you so very much for choosing me and coming onto this platform to watch what I've got in store for you guys today. So today, as you have seen, I'm sure you've seen it, I am bringing you my very ambitious, because I'm on a roll, you see, because June was so good to me. I announced yes, the rest of the year is going to be magnificent. So I might as well latch onto that and not let it go until I get what I want. So I've come up with a very ambitious July TBR. I'm not usually a TBR person, but I'm just throwing it out there to the universe, you know, let's work together here, get the things that we want the right way. So I have not put them in any particular order, but what I will do, and this is now gonna start becoming a trend on this platform, is to just separate the South Africans, because you love us. You want to know what we're reading. Well, no, you want to know what we're writing. So I want to show you what we South Africans are writing. So I will save my essay writers. What am I saying? I will save my essay writers on this TBR for the end of the TBR. So watch until the end, okay? So here's what I'm planning to read this month. This is the Snow Goose, as well as it's the Snow Goose and the Small Miracle. Yes, so it crammed into this little thing are two stories: the Snow Goose and the Small Miracle by Paul Gallico. And planning to read Educated by Tara Westover. This is a book club selection, so I got my book from Bargain Books for $190. At Exclusive Books I saw that they were selling it for 200, so it's just a 10 rand save. So whichever bookstore you get it at. I didn't check how much it is at Reader's Warehouse. So for me, if I want to get a real bargain on books, the first place to go is always Reader's Warehouse, because their bargains are true bargains. And then Bargain Books, and then Exclusive Books. Exclusive Books is probably one of their most expensive, but then there are things that I enjoy getting only from Exclusive Books, such as the Moleskine diaries that I use for my bullet journaling. I can't get them anywhere else in the varieties that I like. So like these ones, I only buy at Exclusive Books, and when I'm there, if I've got extra cash, I'll just continue to buy books from there as well. But usually I just go to Reader's Warehouse, but then the stores are just scattered around, you know, they're not as common as your Exclusive Books and your Bargain Books. So it's always ideal to then buy online or go to my nearest store. If I want just books, I just go to Readers. And then if there's a Bargain Books along the way, I go to Bargain Books, and I've got this at Bargain Books at the Mall of Africa for $190. I've never heard of this book. I didn't want to read anything up on it because I'm very bad with spoilers. So I noticed, however, that it is in the recommended section both at Exclusive and at Bargain Books. It's a memoir by Tara Westover. I don't know who Tara Westover is. I don't know what it's about, but I trust the girls in the book club, and because they chose this, I'm glad and I am willing to dig into it. So the next book that I'm going to read is a reread, but God knows that I don't even know what the story was about, okay? Because I read this in varsity for my English literature class, and it's a book by Ruth Prava, I want to say Prava, I could be wrong, Prava Javala. It is the winner of the book prize. It's called Heat and Dust. And let me just read you the back, actually, of this one. The beautiful, spoiled, and bored Olivia married a civil servant, outrageous society in the tiny, suffocating town of Satipur by eloping with an Indian prince. Aha! I remember. I think she became a kept woman or something like that. But it should be great to read now that I'm a little bit older. 50 years later, her step-granddaughter goes back to the heat, the dust, and the squalor of the bazaar to solve the enigma of Olivia's scandal. I definitely will be enjoying this. And because it was part of the English literature class, most of the books that they chose for us, for our lit classes, were really lit. They really were. They were on fire. So I believe this will be a great read. I can't wait to dig into that. And in keeping with my challenge for the year, book 3 of the Harry Potter series, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, is also on my to-read list. This month it is also a reread. So I have read this before, but I will read it again because you know what? We are doing the things. We are doing them. We are fetching our lives with this Harry Potter series this year. We are finishing it like no month formed against us shall prosper. We are finishing this series this year. So book 3, which means August 4, 5, September, 6, October, 7 November. I'll finish it in December. 8th book will be in December. So bear with me. So then I decided that for my self-help, so I'm trying to do this thing where I have, obviously fiction is going to dominate my TBRs, a lot of fiction, but I'm also trying to read one self-help book and one non-fiction book. So my non-fiction for the month is Educated by Tara Westover, and then my self-help or self-help / personal development is going to be the second book in the Secret series by Rhonda Byrne, which is The Power. It's also an ebook, so I'm rolling my eyes because y'all know I don't like ebooks, but here we are. So I'm gonna read The Power by Rhonda Byrne. I'll probably start it with any of the other fiction books because it's easier that way for me. So that's the other book that I plan to read. And then the 2 South African books that I wanted to show you guys is, let's start with this one. This one, oh my god, it brings back such great memories. This was my set workbook in varsity. It's called Shades by Marguerite Poland. So I got my copy at Exclusive Books Cresta for 103 Rand. I obviously have a basic memory of this book, but part of that memory is falling in love with the characters in this book. I really love it. And part of the memory is also obviously the what I'll call buddy reading, the fact that all of us in the grade were reading the same book and had such common discussions around it. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Marguerite Poland is South African. I want to see if they have anything on here that they have said about her so that I can just give you a glimpse into who she is. Okay, there is a little bit, I wish they had a little bit more to say about her. Okay, so she's obviously written a lot of other books, but this is the one that I know of. And I probably will look out for other books as well, actually, considering how the story has stayed with me over the years. So Marguerite Poland, who, you know, sometimes, let me just get the dates. The publishing year of this book. This book was first published in 1993, then it was published again. This version was published in 2007. Okay, so it says Marguerite Poland, who lives in KwaZulu-Natal. So I'm thinking that is in 2007. Okay, Marguerite Poland, who lives in KwaZulu-Natal, wrote the acclaimed Train to Dorringbout, which was shortlisted for the CNA Literary Award in 1987. This was followed by her second novel, Shades. So this is her second novel, published in 1993 and shortlisted for the Mnet Fiction Award. I Love was published in 1999, and her latest novel, Recessional for Grace, was published in 2003. So I'll read you just the blurb, because why not? On the night that Walter Brownlee had arrived to take up his position at a remote mission set among the hills of the Eastern Cape, where I'm from, he had written in his journal, January 27th, 1898, at St. Matthias there is an odd sense of predestination. It is strange how strongly I feel it. What it is I do not know, but I shall leave before it takes me in. And yet, despite himself, he had not left. He'd waited for the catastrophic game to end, as he knew it must. Marguerite Poland's spellbinding novel of love and dispossession is a rich and haunting work in which individual destinies are played out against the backdrop of the country's wider conflicts at the turn of the century, particularly the turbulence and discord wrought by the inevitable clash of different cultures. This was a good book, guys. Trust me, I'm already going into it knowing that it's probably gonna be a 5 out of 5. Can't wait. And then the next South African is also a lady by the name of Vanessa Raffaelli. This is her debut novel called Plus One. I went to her launch last year. So it was sent to me by Pen Macmillan Essay at the beginning of this year. So according to the little bio section of the author here, it says Vanessa Raffaelli's long career in women's media included years in London, where she launched and edited a major health and beauty magazine, and in South Africa, where she was the multi-award winning editor of Cosmopolitan and long-time content director of Associated Media, publisher of Good Housekeeping and Marie Claire, among others. Vanessa currently lives in Cape Town. Plus One is her debut novel. And the blurb for Plus One reads: as deputy editor of the glamorous film magazine in London, Lisa Lasseter has almost passed up the chance of a weekend on a billionaire's yacht off the coast of Mykonos. But her best friend, Claudia Hemingway, on her way to becoming one of the hottest movie stars on the planet, could be very persuasive when she wanted something. Not only would they get there by private jet, she told Lisa, they would also get to rub shoulders with VIP guests, not least a famous Hollywood film producer. It would be a weekend of fun, sunshine, champagne, and partying. And it was all of those things until it wasn't. Lisa had spent 10 years trying to get past that weekend. If she has learned anything, it is that unfinished business and secrets always work their way to the surface. Moving on is one thing, forgetting is another, and forgiving, well, where to start? This could be great. I know it's got great potential to be great because I was there when the author read snippets from the book and was being interviewed at the launch at Love Books in Johannesburg last year, towards the end of the year. But I tried to read it during my slump. I only got up to page 48, but I'll start from the beginning when I read it again, because like I don't think that I took anything in when I was trying to read it. So let that be the last book we hope to read in July. I trust you guys enjoyed this. Please don't mind my makeup smudging. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I really do love you guys. Bye now.